Hi, I'm Kristen with Wildflowers and Fresh Food, and I wanted to show you today how to roast garlic. It mellows the flavor, it softens it, and so for people that have a little bit of trouble digesting garlic, this is a great use, and the health benefits are terrific too. It's a blood thinner. So what I've done is I've just taken a garlic clove. I've taken some of these papery outer parts off. It's not that necessary, but anyway, so I'm gonna take a little bit of tin foil. I'm gonna put the garlic right there in the middle with the top cut off. I just want it exposed a little bit. I'm gonna pour a little bit of, just a drizzle of olive oil, salt and pepper, and then I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes, and when it comes out, the pods will be all softened up and we're going to be able to squeeze them out, and I'll show you how we do that. And so that's how we do it. I also want to show you, I've got a little bit of rosemary here. Putting a little piece of rosemary in would give it a wonderful, delicious flavor as well. So you can play around with it, you can do it however you want, but that's how we roast garlic. So a little bit more about garlic. A friend of mine who is a very new cook has a lot of questions that help me with these videos. Like, she told me the other day that she may not go finish up with a recipe if it calls for a pinch of salt, because that intimidates her a little bit. So a pinch of salt, basically anytime we say a pinch of anything, it's just to your taste. So if you're someone that likes a lot of salt, you just, use a little bit more, and so it's really just an expression. But it made me start thinking about, there are a couple of other terms that I think are sometimes confusing. So this is a head of garlic, okay? A head of garlic, it comes in the papery wrapper like that. Most recipes are going to call for a clove of garlic. A clove of garlic is just one of these little pieces. So inside the head is usually 8 or 9 of these cloves. I like to take a knife and push down with the palm of my hand and smush it like that, and it makes these outer papery parts come off. Inside is sometimes a little bit of a shoot, and I learned in a cooking class in Italy that little shoot is the regrowth, and it's sometimes a little bitter. So if you see that, especially if it's green, you can go ahead and pull that out. Next thing that sometimes intimidates people is it chopped garlic or minced garlic? Chop is usually a bigger chop. Minced is as tiny as you can get it. So minced means itty bitty. And with garlic, especially raw garlic, we want it smaller because it's sharp and it's raw, and sometimes it upsets people's stomach. So even when we're cooking it, we want to mince it tiny so that we don't have a big mouthfeel, okay? So you do that just by going as little as you can, like that. So that's your difference between minced and chopped. Minced is just keep going with your knife and make it itty bitty. So there's a couple things about garlic. Showed you how to roast garlic. I showed you the difference between a head of garlic and a clove of garlic, and the difference between minced and chopped.